Let's learn English with ChatGPT. For those of you who do not know what ChatGPT is, it is an artificial intelligence tool that has been developed by OpenAI. It uses the knowledge of the entire internet to answer to any sort of question. So you can have n number of queries and it's going to generate answers on the fly and provide you with one. It's impressive, it's magical. Think of it as a free English tutor who can guide you, correct you, make you learn amazing new words, and there's so much it can teach you, and that too for absolutely no cost at all. So save this link with you someplace. Maybe share the link of this video on WhatsApp somewhere so that you can keep coming back to the video whenever you feel that you're falling short of ideas. Okay, so there are 10 ideas on this video, very impressive ones, and I'm sure you're gonna find this video amazing and super helpful. Okay, so to begin with, let's start with the idea number 1. Create conversations on ChatGPT in English. Okay, just give it a good prompt. Say, develop a conversation in English between two friends, and ChatGPT is gonna do it for you instantly. And then when the conversation is developed, all you have to do is just start reciting it. Okay, one by one, both the friends, one after the other, just call those words out to yourself, and that's how you can practice. Create a quiz on English. Quizzes are so much fun. I've done that too many times for you. I've created quizzes for you. This time you have to ask ChatGPT to do it for you. Just develop a quiz on the fly. Maybe you can give it a prompt saying, develop a quiz of English of 20 questions, and it's gonna come up with a quiz instantly and start answering those questions. It can even correct your answers. I have developed so many quizzes for you in the past. You remember those videos? I've done so many of those videos for you, and you've participated with so much heart. I still remember those days. So yes, this time use this tool to develop a quiz for you and start instantly. ChatGPT can be used to correct your mistakes in English. So you have to give it a prompt saying, check my grammar mistakes in English in the following sentences. And then you can write a sentence, maybe something like, I have went to the market. Okay. When you say so, ChatGPT is going to give you the answer, the correct one. And that way you can figure out all the mistakes that you're making in English regularly and correct yourself and learn from it. You can use ChatGPT to beautify and simplify your English sentences. Okay, so you have to give it a prompt saying something like this. Please beautify this English sentence. Ram went to the market. He bought a few fruits. He likes to eat mangoes. To me, it gave this answer. Ram went to the market and purchased a delightful assortment of fruits. His particular fondness for mangoes led him to include some in his purchase, eager to savor their sweet and juicy flavor. Wow, isn't this amazing? Next is learning concepts. You can use ChatGPT to learn English concepts. Something like, what is active versus passive voice in English? Please illustrate with examples. Or something like, teach me a few grammar rules of English. This way, you're learning English, you're strengthening your vocabulary, and there's so much more you're absorbing and you're not even noticing. Next is learning vocabulary. Vocabulary is a pain point for a lot of us, isn't it? Okay, so you can use ChatGPT to strengthen your vocabulary. All you have to say is, please give me a few vocabulary words in English, or maybe you can say, give me synonyms of the word beautiful. Now, you may not be able to retain everything, but the practice is going to make you remember more and more as the time passes. So you have to develop a habit of doing this regularly and practicing regularly. Next one is godly. You can ask advice and tips from ChatGPT. Something like, tell me how I can learn English. Give me some suggestions. Or something like, develop a study plan for me in English. And then it is instantly going to come up with 7 or 8 or maybe 10 or 15 pointers, some amazing pointers that can help you in developing a study plan of yours, a personal, private, super interesting study plan of yours that you could actually start using from day one. and then you can mark your progress on it, maybe ask for a tracker, or maybe regenerate the response. When you regenerate the response, it's going to come up with some new suggestions that you can include in your study plan. You can use ChatGPT to develop list. Let me give you a few examples. Something like develop a list for me of words starting with letter V in English. Or maybe something like develop a list of common usage English idioms for day-to-day use. Next one is translation. You can use ChatGPT to translate your text Hindi to English or English to Hindi. Both ways, it works both ways. So what you have to do is write something like translate I have eaten mangoes to Hindi. Next one is my favorite one, interview questions. You can ask ChatGPT to create a list of good interview questions for you. So say something like, ChatGPT, please create a list of interview questions for me and give me the suggestions for best answers. Or better, you are the interviewer, please interview me. So these are 10 ways in which you can use ChatGPT to learn English. Many people are already doing it, but there's a word of caution. It's still not perfect. It still can make mistakes. So you can rely on it more or less, but it is not absolutely free of errors. That's not the case. So it is still new. It is still a work in progress, but the best attitude could be to use it like a tool or an assistant and not as an authoritative figure. Okay, there's a link in the description of the video. Go and download it, use it. Go and click on the link, use it for the betterment of your English, and come back to the video and tell me how you found this video, whether it was interesting, whether it was helpful or not. If there was something that I missed out on, just let me know in the comments. I'll be back with more such content. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.